going to Red Lair, which is protected Catawba Lands Conservancy property out in Gaston County. So we're going out to see 3 horses, 2 doggies. And we're taking Grizzly. He's the only one of our dogs that likes horses. The other one is a hound dog, and he just barks at them and spooks them. So we're going out to see Roland, Joey, and Sugar.
Sit, stay. Sit.
He says, Daddy, I want the bull rainbow. I just want to show people my practice of self-care. I come out here most Sundays, and it's kind of like a church, just being back out in nature and being connected to the land and the animals, and it's a place where I get my self-care in. So I want to show how it works for me, and hopefully, you know, one day we'll be able to incorporate animal therapy, whether that's equine therapy or animal assisted therapy with our dogs, into kind of my healing practice. I think that being outside in nature and being connected to animals, there's nothing more therapeutic than that. Grizzly is the world's luckiest doggy. I got him when he was about 6 months old, and I've had him for about 5 years now. He loves car rides, loves the horses, is afraid of nothing. He goes right up to the horses, and he is always wanting to go in the car with me. But my other dog, Hank, he hates horses, hates the car. He's just a grouchy old man, so he's staying at home with some bones. And Grizz is going on a ride in the car and going to see the horses. This is Miss Joey. She's very calm, very level-headed, very sweet girl. She's probably just gonna fall asleep standing here. She's a little bit lazy. Watch out, go back under. This is Sugar. She's a very sweet, kind of timid girl. She likes her snacks, she likes her snuggles, she likes her kisses. She's not quite sure where her role is in the pack yet, but she's figuring it out, right? You figuring it out? Yeah. Yeah? You ready for a good brush down? What do you think, girl? What do you think? Brushing a horse is such a peaceful, meditative action. It's a way to connect with them, to give them pleasure and peace, and for you to receive it as well. So you don't have to actually be on a horse for it to be therapeutic, just their presence. They're these incredible creatures that just tell you exactly what they're picking up from you. They're like a mirror for what you're experiencing. So when I've been anxious or stressed out, they tell me, even if I'm not willing to admit that to myself yet. Does that feel good, girl? Mm-hmm. This horse has taught me more about my own fears and my own capacity for patience than anything else in this world. When I first started riding him, he would try and buck me off, and it was really scary. And then it got to the point when anytime I got on him, I would feel my legs shaking and tremoring, and I couldn't get control over it. And I knew he was feeling that he was picking up on it. But I also knew that it was my work to get over that. So I started riding Sugar a little more, and she helped me get my confidence back up and get control over my legs and my shaking, my fear. And eventually I could ride him, and once I got over that fear, he didn't try and buck me off as much. And we'd set him on a trail ride between Sugar and Joey, and he'd do so much better. catching bass. I'm not a fish expert, but the bass are those like big wide mouths, and Ben's been teaching me all about the fishing terms and all the fishing stuff. You come. Let's do this. Thanks for joining me for a Sunday afternoon in my favorite place in nature, with animals, surrounded by trees, surrounded by plants, and just taking a moment to be still and to be quiet. I was just listening to something earlier this week on NPR, and it was talking about the idea of reciprocity as opposed to sustainability when we think about nature. Mother Nature gives us so much, and for me, it gives me emotional groundedness, a time to be quiet, a time to connect, as well as all of our food and our water and all these other pieces. So I've been thinking about what I can do to give back to Mother Nature, and I think the idea of reciprocity is a really great way to approach nature. So maybe we can all think about something we can do to give back to the planet today.